I can't draw it, but I have the ambition, what I want to create real. I just don't have the skills to be able to do that. So with Adobe Stock and all these other programs where you license the designs, well, let's just break it down. So I definitely like this one right here. I could put Notre Dame here in the middle. Get rid of the do the castle. Get rid of the castle. Put Notre Dame right here. Definitely like this kind of a thing. It's time to kind of show you how I do this. As I've said many times before, I cannot draw. You may be wondering, well, how do you illustrate all of your books? Well, I use a program called Adobe Stock. Now, Adobe Stock is a website that you can license images, and then once you license them, you can kind of mess with them. As long as you get the right license, you can mess with them, make them your own. It's kind of a gray area. Some people are going to be irritated that you do this, and some people don't. I really don't know how to feel of it. I don't really consider myself an artist or anyone that can do anything like this. Now, I can manipulate and I can trace and I can come up with interesting designs, but I have to have the material in order to do that. But I cannot draw. So what I like to do, what I personally do, is I get the license for an image here, and then I manipulate that image and make it my own. Again, you have to be very careful about doing this. You have to make sure that you're buying the right license, because if you buy a regular license, that license will only let you do certain things like use it in a digital space. Well, let's just break it down. So technically three different licenses, but the main two that you need to worry about is the standard license and extended license. The standard license is pretty much just digital space. Like, you can use it, but you can't resell it, the image, you can't. There's a lot of restrictions with a standard license. Or you can go with the extended license. Now, the extended license lets you do whatever the hell you want. Except resell the original design. But other than that, you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. Gotta make sure that you're getting the correct license for when you're doing something like this. For me, even when I get the license, when I license this image, I'm still going to change it enough to make it my own. I'm not going to just directly use just this, because again, it's some people really think that's cool, and some people think that I'm stealing, so I don't want to come across like I'm stealing anyone's artwork. I licensed it the correct way, and now I'm going to use it on my own, but I need to change it to be my own thing. And so now that I have the buildings and the material that I need to change it and make it my own, now I can create my own. So this is the original one that I just licensed. I got the license that I need to be able to change it and do whatever I want to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the buildings, whether that be change this roof to a different color, change the siding to a different color. I'm going to change it to where it doesn't look like this when it's all done. Really and truly what I want it to look like is this, but I need to make sure I am changing it enough to where it's different, so that way no one can say that I stole anybody's artwork. And again, if you're one of those artists that frown upon this, I'm sorry. I can't draw, but I have the ambition and the will to make what I want to create real. I just don't have the skills to be able to do that. So with Adobe Stock and all these other programs where you license the designs, they're godsend for me, because it helps me achieve what I ultimately want to create. Hit that follow button. Let's work together. Let's get this done. Let's build a community around this, and let's help each other out. I'll see you in the next one.